Alright, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. And today we are hopefully going to get over to Sicily. Of course, I've said that before. Let's see what we've got. If I remember right, was this the one? Yeah, this is going to be as close as we'll get to Sicily right now. So we'll take this first and hopefully catch something from there over into Sicily. If not, that's close enough I might just drive over. Anyway, let's see here. So, got Stones, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Let's see what we got. Okay, so you must have just rested. It's been a couple days, so I honestly don't remember. But things I honestly don't remember where we left off. So. Get over to. I'm assuming since we're falling stones, it's going to be the quarry. Oh yes, I remember now where I came in. Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody's day has been going well. Mine's not too bad. It's a Sunday, so I have some time to relax for a bit. And tomorrow I'll get back into the grind of work. But it's going to be a short week because we get Christmas Eve off, but Christmas Eve is next Sunday. And in order to have the holiday, they give us the Friday off. Christmas Day I'll also get off. So it's going to be a short week. And then the week after that we'll get New Year's Day off. And then we'll skip a week, and then after that is Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. I think it's either his day or his birthday. I think it's his birthday. In any case, that means in the next 4 weeks, 3 of them, we're going to have 4-day work days or work weeks. So that'll be nice. Actually, long weekends for quite a row. And actually, last year we had the same thing, except it actually snowed on the Monday when we would have had to work on the full week. So we ended up having half a day, or sorry, that whole day off. So we actually ended up with 4 straight short weeks. And that's where they said 70 and then went to 60. Anyway, you can imagine we were all heartbroken over that. So let's see, I'm actually going to loop around this just to help clear off a bit of the map, because when I come out I'm going to just turn to the right as I exit. So this will make it where I don't have to come back up this little branch, hopefully. So now that I'm looking, there's a it really depends just on how much of this is a different road. There is a different road there. Okay. Turn off fine. Turn signal there. And another gate. What a shot. Italy likes their gates. Okay, so freight market. Let's see, this is going to be roughly 5.5 hours. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that either way, even if I don't get another trip and have to just drive, like don't get another job, I have to drive over, either way, this video I'm going to Sicily. Because I say that, now watch the game just like crash or something. Murphy's Law, after all. Alright, so let's see, we have nothing down there to unlock. Okay. Continue. looks like actually the best way is to turn to the right here, so I guess I'll have to come back up that way anyway. Try to make this corner without crashing into anything. There we go. And off we go. So yeah, I mentioned the other day how I had watched The Last Jedi, which is a great movie. I had not yet seen Rogue One, and one of my friends had mentioned this on Netflix, so I watched that earlier today, and I was not impressed. It wasn't a horrible movie, but it just wasn't that great either. One thing I want to check really quick. It feels like I'm falling quite a bit. Yeah, 20 tons of stone, so that makes sense. So this felt a little sluggish, and it took a bit to stop as well. So. Anyway, telling me to slow down. I don't understand why we're going so slow over this. That guy's definitely speeding. Oh well. Yeah, part of Rogue One, I could kind of tell the CGI characters in there hasn't quite crossed over the Uncanny Valley yet. What that is, in case you don't already know, the Uncanny Valley is the idea that as animations and computer graphics get more realistic, there's something about them that still looks fake. And keeps people from believing them. And so, in fact, the better they look, sometimes the more creepy they are. And so, yeah, with Admiral Tarkin, and then Carrie Fisher at the end, Princess Leia. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that they just didn't feel quite right. That said, it could be one of those things where if nobody had told me in advance that it was CGI, maybe it would have slipped under the radar. But other than that, the plot is just kind of, it's pretty weak. I didn't mind the action at the end, the battle scenes and stuff. That was kind of fun. But you can't have a whole movie built on that. You need some kind of character and good story. So. Again, not a horrible movie, better than the prequels. Granted, that's not a difficult standard to beat. Let's slow down a bit. Anyway, enough about that. This has been 2 days in a row talking about Star Wars, so don't need to talk about that anymore. Let's slow down to 50, huh? As I'm looking at the map here, there's going to be so much stuff to uncover when I'm raiding. I've been thinking about that actually, so jumping into gameplay here, what I might end up doing is probably, once I'm in Sicily, once I get to that garage and all that stuff, I might just take some time to uncover all of Sicily. I do not want to go that far into that intersection, but there we go. Anyway, once I get Sicily, then you can focus on the rest of Italy, Maybe just do a country at a time to make it a little easier. Something about your eyes here. So we get back to where we can see the good landscape. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be my next goal. Let's get to Sicily, buy the garage, get some drivers so I can get some residual income starting to build up. And then I'll uncover Sicily. And then we'll start on Italy. I kind of want to do that first. I still need to unlock all the locations in France. Since I started a new save file with this, it's also started the achievement over from scratch. It's more fun that way anyway. I also need to unlock all of the Scandinavian cities and things like that too, so I'll probably do it in that order. In other words, Italy, and then France, and then the Scandinavian stuff. Then maybe I'll hit England, and then start going through the other countries of Europe, and unlocking them one at a time. By unlocking, I mean making it 100% map uncovered. It's not really unlocking anything. I actually make a lot more money so that by the time I drive to the next garage, I can afford buying it as soon as I get there. The ideal scenario would be not just buying it, but buying it and all 5 drivers. Looks like the speed limit's going to stay at 70. It's just going to drop down. It's supposed to be one of those little tiny towns that doesn't appear on the map. Where even though the speed limit's 50, everybody's probably doing 40. Like I got plenty of gas. Let me stop. And this is slow. Straight enough, I can get a drink here, so might as well. Back on the road. It's just doing 50, catching up to everybody in front. I'm hoping the speed limit will change quickly and then we can zoom off. But with the truck in front, they might not be zooming off anyway. Go ahead and back off. That's Calabria. This is kind of cool. Got a little tunnel coming up. I wish it wasn't so slow. I mean, it looks like they are doing about 45 kilometers per hour. It'd be nice if we could even at least do our speed limit. That one. Oh, might as well sit back and enjoy the scenery, huh? Because once again, this is pretty well done. I do think it's a little bit ridiculous. There's no reason that this should only be 50 kilometers per hour as the speed limit. 45, I'm dropping back, so So they're probably doing about 47. Man, this is the cheap way of making this game longer. Force everybody to drive slower. Let's check the map really quick. I'm hoping, this will have to be faster by the time we get there, but man, that's seriously annoying. So I could easily do 90 on this without wrecking. There's nobody in front of me. I can use them to speed over on this. That's what you tell me now. I'm trying to stop at this corner. Alright, so we'll have to make up some of that lost time. I got plenty of time to put a job in anyway. And I thought this was going to be a relatively short trip, and it's probably going to be about half an hour because of how slow that section was. And of course, now we have to go back down to 50 again. So yeah, that's going to be the part that I don't like about Italy. Everything is so slow here. It's kind of like when you travel through California in American Truck Simulator. Everywhere else I can do up to 80 miles an hour. California 55 max, no matter what. I could turn off the speed limit. Or I guess it's not so much the speed limit, you just turn off the settings for police fines and stuff. That takes something out of the game though. There we go. 80 never felt so fast. Alright, so we got 134 kilometers to go. Drop this off and then off to Sicily. We can do it! Yeah, so that's one of those places where, I mentioned it before, but if you drive too fast and you get frustrated at it, you can seriously get into road rage. If you're just like, well, I'm going to do the speed limit no matter what, just kind of chill with it, let it go, and just do it, then it's still a relaxing game. I think maybe that's why I don't like actually turning off the penalties for speeding and turning off the governor and all that stuff, because then I drive way too fast and it does give me road rage in this game as you come up on people. So I guess better just to Go with what it's got. Take it as it comes. Which is really the story of life, if you're wondering. Yeah, there we go. My philosophy of life. Why so serious? Wait, that's not mine. Well, that was another great movie. That's The Dark Knight. In case people didn't catch the reference. You didn't catch that reference, what's wrong with you? I guess that movie is about 10 years old now. So, man, it's becoming a classic. I guess that's a way of saying I'm becoming a classic because I'm getting so old. Now this is a pretty scenery. Here, this town's pretty. Look at that. So you can't stay mad at STS software for very long. Then they slow you down and annoy you, and then you come out and look at this, and it's like, yeah, that was worth it. If I was here in real life, I would want to be going slow. Just taking it all in. Yeah, this DLC really does need to be experienced in the daylight. They've done a great job with this. Looks like my turn is coming up. And then we can drop off these stones. Get 8,000 and almost 400. Then we can go back up to 70. Okay. I think I'm level 5 now, if I recall. So I wonder if there's other engines that I can put in yet, or a better transmission. I'd like to get a transmission that has a retarder on it. Again, retarders help you keep your speed under control. Actually, if I'm looking at tiny dollar line now. Not going to the aeroporto. Like a baby. For a few seconds. Back up to 80 again. Yay. Alright, so just 13 minutes away again. Yeah. Go through this slowly anyway, so. thinking that's the next turn. That's it here. Of course, the bus would be coming. And only a 40. So with that, I'm gonna loop around, I think. Let's just turn off like turn something. Like so. I should be able to back this thing fairly well. Try turn it enough without crashing into these. I think I am hitting it. Let's see if I can get through without destroying my truck. Too much. I put that thing right where it'd be the least useful. Try this one at a slightly different angle then. There we go. One of these days I'll actually get good at backing up. So I'm level 5. Let's see what kind of upgrades I've got. I don't think I have any yet. Yeah, that looks like all. Let's check the map here really quick. I might as well just check it out anyway. At 3% damage, I can fix that. I don't really get concerned until about 5%. Even that, I probably can go quite a bit longer without worrying about it. But I like to keep it relatively cheap when I make my repairs. Another good. What a shot. Okay, so we'll repair everything first. And let's see what we got upgrade-wise, if anything. Level 8 is next. Level 6. We do have this with a retarder. I got enough to take that, so let's go ahead. Yeah, that's only 10,000. And of course, whenever you do any upgrades, it does turn off your lights if you had them on. Alright, let's see what we've got in terms of jobs now. That goes back up. Okay, we got something over into Sicily, so that works for me. Looks like it was from where we were just at. The loop again. Once again, let's check if there's anything to unlock over here. Palermo does, but I don't want to go that way. This is way out in the distance. Oh well. Let's see, this says it'll take 6 hours. I got 4 hours. So I need to rest at some point. Let's get this on the road. Or we get stuck behind slow-moving trucks again. And I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a longer episode than I had originally planned, but so be it. I have the time today. Let's see if we'll pass this truck. I saw it's in the back of, which generally are underpowered. So now that I can jump up to 80, I'm hoping that enough. Except I'm going to have to exit here, aren't I? Well, that figures. But he's not, so there we go. can do 80. That's nice. I like slow me down again right when I get up to 80. Yep. So Italy is definitely the random speed limit change DLC. It's not so random as you would expect it, huh? Let's see, we still have almost 4 hours before we have to sleep, so I'll just keep going. Don't need the point here. When it's time to sleep, I will try to find one of these types of things where you have both the rest area and a gas station. So I like to fill up. Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm doing reservoir tanks now. Okay. Now we just need to get over to Sicily. My garage and start building up enough of the residual, like passive income, I guess, to pay off my interest. So once you can get enough, I'd get some more drink there, but once you can get enough income from your drivers that it pays off the interest of the loans, then you're making profit with all the rest. And then if something bad happens and you totally crash your vehicle or whatever, you haven't lost all of your income. You're not at risk of going bankrupt. Not that there's much of a risk of that, as far as I know. Ooh, cool little area. There are a lot of these tunnels in Italy. I don't know if in real life, but in this, it's 3 hours, 10 minutes. I guess I wouldn't be going that way even if I wanted to. I'm going to risk it if there's something else in the next 3 hours rather than stopping here though. Oh, wrong lane though. Sorry about that. Nobody there, I don't think. See, there's a retarder that slowed me down when I needed to. Turning to the right, so let's turn in the right lane. And I guess that lane ends anyway. Down to 40 all of a sudden. Yeah, this DLC is all about slamming on your brakes. Yeah, San, or probably Villa. I guess the double L, that's a Spanish thing. Villa San Giovanni. It's a little bit confusing with all the roads that don't actually exist. And that looks like we're going to be taking a boat somewhere. Stop sign. I bet that means port. Okay, so how does this one work? So we go that way. Entrada. There it is. How much this is going to cost me. So go to Messina. It's 347. I think that gives a little bit of rest, but obviously I'm going to need to still find 2.5 hours. Let's go this way. That stoplight right there. Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and take that rest stop coming up here with the gas station. Welcome to Sicily, though. Home of more stoplights. Just under 4 hours left on this trip. Got 18 to go, so yeah, I got plenty of time to sleep at least. I wish it was later in the day because it's going to put me up in darkness. Oh well. Such is life. Alright, so I'm thinking this is where I want to go. Make it to that gas station. It's probably on the wrong side of the road, but I'll take it. Almost knocked over that sign. $771 plus the other almost $3,000 that it's going to cost me once the loan goes through here in a few minutes. Game time. It'll happen while I'm asleep. As you can see. So 38,000 still. Sure. Still got plenty of cash at the moment. And of course I can still take the 400,000 euro loan, which is what I'm going to do to get the garage. I'm assuming that there's a garage to purchase in every single town. I know in American Truck Simulator it's not the case, but I seem to think that it was that way here. At least in the previous towns that I was in. More ridiculous 40 kilometers. So Palermo. That's where I'm going, right? Yeah, Palermo. So slow. I wonder why they picked 40 for all of these, because it's 50 everywhere else in Europe on this. Oh well, there's still plenty of time. I just can't make the video longer is all. So it looks like where I'm going to drop this off is a long way away from town. Just somewhat annoying. But drop this off. How much am I going to get for this? 11,000. And then go into town. I think I need to buy the trucks as well. Ah, you can't escape the toll booths even in Sicily. There you go. Yeah, even with a few things I'm complaining about, though, I really like this DLC. Okay, so that's going to turn off the spot. GPS is not telling me that I need to turn over, so let's see, around this coast bed. truck. Yeah, I am looking forward to having my shorter weeks coming up. Maybe do a little bit more gaming this next weekend, since it is Christmas and all. So I should have absolutely nothing to do next Sunday or Monday. So this is pretty. Anyway, that will give me plenty of time to do gaming if I want to do it. I might do a couple of videos then. Of course, anybody who does actually record videos knows that the gameplay is actually the shortest time that you're going to spend when you're doing this. So I might spend an hour, hour and a half playing this game right now. And it's probably going to take 2 to 3 hours to edit. And then upload will take another hour or so. Probably closer to 2 hours if this gets as long as I'm expecting it to be. It's kind of like the music's playing out. Working on music, it's a 4-minute long song, 5-minute long song, somewhere in there. And it might take 7 to 8 hours to actually do all of that. Just for 5 minutes, Let's go ahead and see if I can pass these cars. Still 100 kilometers away. I'm actually coming up on a toll booth. It looks like I need to be over on the right side. Slow down, slow down. What that bus does. Okay. I got a little bit lucky there that I was able to get ahead of that bus without wrecking. Yeah, it does seem that anything that you do that's artistic, the amount of work that you put into it takes exponentially longer than what you get out of it. Write a song, it takes several hours to get it for just a few minutes. It takes weeks and months to write a book that will take you maybe 4 hours to read. And that's not even getting into things that have no set time, like if you paint a picture, that might just be something you'll look at for a few seconds or maybe hours, but it's going to take you a long time typically, especially if you're doing modern art where you get a monkey to throw paint at the canvas and jump on paint tubes or something like that, run them over with your motorcycle, let it splatter everywhere and call it art. But if you're doing like something where you are actually putting in your like real talent, real thought and intention, and it's not just random. And I'm not saying that to knock modern art per se, because there's certain aspects of modern art that I still like, even though it might come across, as, when it's something that's so easy that a toddler could do it, then you might think it's worthless. But I actually do find sometimes there is something in there some kind of emotion that's conveyed that makes it, you know, worth time to look at and things like that. So I'm not knocking it completely, but there's a difference between, you know, something that you just kind of throw together and something that is well intentioned and thought out, and then you think over everything, struggle with it, get your passions involved in all of that. And you'll find it funny that they give you 50 kilometer per hour speed limit on that roundabout, and I can't hold 50 on that. That's, you know, I could easily probably do 50 on this stretch and then back to 40. It's the one spot that you can't really hold the line if you go 50. They shoot it way down. Oh well, SCS doesn't want me designing maps because I'd be doing flat out with speed limits at 200. Figure if you can hit it, then go for it. Flat with no turns and just haul. It's not very realistic, of course. Okay. This is definitely getting out of the way a bit. To drop this off, I'm going to have to come back this way and go through that roundabout the other direction to get to the actual city limits, where hopefully there is a garage. I'll check the map before I do that. If there's no garage nearby, I'll just end the video there because it's kind of pretty long. And then the next video will begin with me buying the garage. But I'm hoping that there's one over there, and I'll just backtrack on this road, get over into Palermo city limits itself, buy the garage, get a couple of drivers, and get to work. Because yeah, the way this game is, in real life you wouldn't want to do the tactics that I'm doing because you'd probably go bankrupt and lose everything. But in this game, since you've got a guaranteed source of steady income, all you have to do is drive. And you can do several trips in one day, where each trip are going to be paying for all the interests. Each trip is capable of doing it by itself. And this looks like a pretty narrow street. Okay, well. Anyway, since you've got guaranteed income by doing that, you can afford to let's do that. There's no traffic. You can afford to take as many loans as you want because the interest is not going to kill you. Man, the street is narrow. So yeah, in that case, it's actually better for you to go ahead and take as many loans as you can and pay them off as quick as you can as well. Alright, got the end of the trailer around. There's some rocks there. Wasn't quite sure if I could make that one. Alright, so only a 40. That's over that way. Hopefully it's not going to be too complicated to get through. Usually these kind of construction or gravel pit type areas are the ones that have it's difficult to get to spots. So it looks like I can get in here. Hopefully I can just get this in here and then back and just straighten it out. gotta go a little bit further to the right. That kind of sucks. There's something over there that I'm hitting. Invisible walls suck. I'm just telling you that right now. I hope this is close enough to it. I have a feeling it's not. It is barely. Alright. Yeah, see what I mean about not liking parking modes? I should be level 6 now too, so if I want I can, I think the next one was a chassis. Might have been anything. Okay. Let's go ahead and max out long distance. And I want to check the map. Yes, so I can get to that. Just dropped my empty bottle of Dr. Pepper. At least it was empty. Alright, so we'll just end this by going down, taking my loan, and then buying that garage and buying some trucks and some drivers. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a long video. If you're still watching, thank you. Alright. And this music that you're listening to now, it's called Journey's End. And very heavily inspired by Doctor Who. Specifically the track I Am the Doctor. Yeah, this is a pretty long session. I'm feeling it. Right back in the old days where I could play video games for hours and hours and hours. pretty much all day long, and never grow tired of them. Never feel like I couldn't keep going. But I must be getting old. Here's one. I'm back up to 40. What a shot. So why do I even bother? It's going to be 40, 40, 40. Anyway, I think what I'll do after I buy all this stuff, I guess it'll be time to start. Like the next session, I'm just going to go and unlock as much as I can of this. I keep saying unlock, but like drive over as much of it as I can to 100% it all. That's probably going to take an entire video to do all of Sicily. But it will be worth it. I mean, for me. I don't know about you. You might not find that exciting because this is not any deliveries. It's just me doing what I'm doing here, except without the end goal of buying stuff. Man, I'm exactly 50,000. Couldn't have planned that if I tried. Let's see what this is. This is a truck dealer. Like over there where I'll need to go. I know. First, go to the bank. Take that. Because otherwise, I'll have to back up from this anyway. Because they'll say I don't have enough money. And yes, we do want to buy that garage. Let's look at it. Okay. So 270,000 left, so we need to buy a truck. Now, Scania, Mercedes, or Volvo. Let's see how expensive those are. Keep it in Italy at least. So let's start at, yeah, those are more expensive than the Volvo is. Wait, which one is this one? Renault. That's about the cost of the Volvo. So you have two of those. Don't want to drive it. We want to put it right there. And we'll purchase the second one. Do you want to drive? No. And we will put it right there. Okay. And now, go to the recruitment agency. Let's hire a driver. And it's just these guys, huh? Well, let's get the two down here. The Max. That's actually the, I think that's the picture I'm using. If not, I was using one very similar at one point. Maybe that was my old one. Okay, so use this guy. Okay. So with that, we now have our company going. We have some cash left over. So not enough to pay anything off, pretty sure. So we got 3 payments on here, 91 left, so 490. We can actually, after a couple more payments, I think we can actually take another 10,000 if we wanted. I'm not going to. Basically, at this point now, it's just a matter of saving up until, basically, we'll save when I have 120 or so, 120,000 in my bank. Then, and that includes combined between what I have and any loans I can take. Then I will get another truck and driver because that's going to be better to have them going and earning money. Get that all started. So yeah, I'm about halfway where I need to be. And then the next step up is I'll need the 100,000 to upgrade this, because I am going to make it a large garage before I worry about buying a new garage. But we'll make this to a large garage by upgrading it. So I'll need 100,000 for the upgrade plus another 120. So I'll save up to 220, and again that includes any loans that I can take as well, combined. In the meantime, I'll pay off loans if I can pay off a loan while still waiting to raise enough money to do the rest. So anyway, as we go through, you'll see my tactic there, and then hopefully it works. I think it's a smarter way of doing it, but we'll see. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.